welcome to my new favorite A-frame cabin of all time. That's definitely saying a lot considering I've toured over 20 other A-frames on this channel. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome today to the Dunlap Hollow A-frame cabin out here in Rockbridge, Ohio. This place is just out of this world. Everything from these massive windows. These things are just huge. They feel super modern, almost futuristic, like something out of Star Trek. You have just this breathtaking interior, every single room. There's a lot for us to cover in there. Also the exterior amenities, everything from the hot tub to the fireplace, to the fire pit, and you even have hiking trails literally right outside of your door here in Ohio. So cannot wait for you guys to see every square inch of this place. Let's go and check out the Dunlap Hollow A-frame cabin. Welcome to this gigantic cabin, the Dunlap Hollow A-frame. This baby comes in at about 1,500 square feet total, and the best feature of the facade are those 12 breathtaking triangular windows. The later in the day it gets, they look just even better, all lit up in this gorgeous orange glow. If we stand underneath the cabin, this thing just looks like a skyscraper from this angle. It is towering above you. You can get a little bit of a sneak peek to the interior with this drone shot, but you can just tell of how long it takes my drone to go from top to bottom, how massive this place is. But let's now hop into some more details. Directly beneath the cabin, you have these 6 swinging hammock chairs. Definitely a lot of fun for the whole family. But let's now begin to walk up this long, windy staircase right next to the A-frame because there's a lot to see in the outdoor space. Starting first over here, you have a gas-powered fireplace. You have these 2 large outdoor sofas and then a smaller chair. There's also string lights all around you, and you can flick on all the lights in the interior to make for a very cozy and inviting area. Next up in this far corner, you have this nice high quality grill so you can do some barbecuing throughout your stay. Down from that, you then have this large picnic table with seating for at least 8 people. Moving down further, I will take the cover off, and here is your lovely hot tub. You can never go wrong with one of these at an Airbnb or a cabin. These string lights drape directly over the hot tub, and I mean, just look at this backdrop between the fireplace, the string lights, the hot tub, the grill, and all of your outdoor seating options. This is an area meant to entertain. For one of the final features outside, we'll walk down this way to your fire pit. And so I'll grab some logs and a lighter and get this thing going, and here we are. You have some nice seating options, and just if the other gas-powered fireplace isn't doing it for you, you want a more traditional wood-burning fire, you do have that option. I'll briefly mention there are also some great hiking trails right outside of the cabin, but more on that later because we're now going to walk over here, open up these doors, and head inside. Your first glimpse into the interior is with the dining table right in front of you. If we walk to the opposite end, we're now glancing into the beautiful green and white kitchen. Starting first over here in more detail, we'll begin with the dining table. You have this stunning wood finishing and a huge bench. I also love those chairs in the boho style lighting fixtures. You have this beautiful painting on the wall as well. I think this is just the perfect setup to have a huge meal with your family. We'll venture into the kitchen next. This is one of my favorite kitchens I've seen all year. I cannot get enough of the white and green color scheme, including that incredible backsplash right behind the stove. But you do have a nice high-end oven and stovetop. There's also a bunch of shelves all around with coffee mugs, wine glasses, everything you need. On the opposite end, you also have all of your coffee and tea supplies, including their very own branded Dunlap Hollow coffee. If we pan to the right now, you have your huge sink and dishwasher. At the far end, there's also a sign waiting for me that said, "Welcome to Dunlap HoloMic." In this basket, you have some cool accessories like a Bluetooth speaker, a lighter, and a flashlight. There's also a helpful guidebook as well, which includes info on the surrounding area and the cabin. So I definitely suggest giving this a read through when you check in. Last but not least, you have your microwave over here and a sizable island in the middle of the kitchen. So you have plenty of countertop space to cook, in addition to 3 stools on the other side. We'll now head into the impressive living room. Definitely one of my favorite rooms in this entire cabin. I mean, just look at this space. You have natural light streaming in from everywhere. Your massive windows, again, now from the inside looking out. Basically, every square inch of the walls in this room is covered either with the perfect decoration, a gigantic window, or gorgeous wood finishing. To give you all some perspective, we'll now walk to the windows, and essentially one triangle is equivalent to one mic. I'll now break down some of the furniture and accessories though in the room. You have these 2 lovely chairs, a nice smart TV along that far wall, and then just look at the size of that cushion and the couch. I mean, you sink right into it. It is super comfy. But I'm sure the main thing catching your eye when we walked in is in the corner. You have this super modern looking black fireplace. It is very eye-catching. It looked basically like Pac-Man to me. And you do have some nice firewood in these shelves on the left. There is still so much more of the cabin to see, like the second floor and the secret loft all the way at the top, so don't go anywhere. But to begin to finish off this main floor, you can also quickly pop out here, and you do have some nice outdoor deck space. To begin to finish off this main floor, we'll walk down this hallway to the opposite end. We have a washer and dryer here, which is always a great amenity, but we'll go through this door next into what I would consider to be the master bedroom. This room has a king-size mattress. The entire cabin can sleep up to 10 guests total. I love the simplistic yet eye-catching headboard behind the bed though, but the best part of this room is this gigantic window. If you haven't caught on by now, this cabin has a lot of gigantic windows. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. I mean, just look at the size of this thing over there on the left. Directly connected to the bedroom is your in-suite master bathroom. You have a similar green and white color scheme that we saw in the kitchen continued here in the master bathroom. In particular, I love the white, almost pebble-shaped tiling all along the floor, and I cannot get enough of this shower. This bathroom was incredibly well done. We have now finally finished touring the very extensive main floor. So we're now going to head up top to the second floor and eventually the loft. There's still a lot more left to see. We'll walk up the staircase and it will lead us to this landing. You can see a hallway on the left, a ladder to the loft. We're first gonna go through this door on the far right. This door leads into one of the smaller bedrooms. It contains a queen-size mattress. You have some cool boho design elements throughout, like the headboard and the lighting fixture. There's also a nice banner from John Muir, which says, "Come to the woods, for here is rest," which is very appropriate because you have these 2 big windows directly facing the woods. I'll now exit that same bedroom and it leads out to a little sitting area. You have a cool hanging light and a little chair. Directly ahead, you have a steep ladder which leads to the loft. I'm gonna save the best for last though, and I wanna finish off the second floor first. So I'll round the corner and come into the hallway. You can see all of the lights just streaming in everywhere. We have another quote from John Muir, which reads, "All the wild world is beautiful." We'll now head to the end of the hallway, which contains 2 doors waiting for us. We'll go through the door on the left first, which contains another bathroom, this one with more of an orange or brownish tint to it. I loved the mirror in the sink area though. It was so bright and colorful. On the opposite end, you have your toilet and some storage space. And last but not least, you have another beautiful shower. Whoever their shower guy is, I definitely need to hire him. Right next to the same bathroom, there is a bedroom. You have some lovely wood finishing along this entire far wall. There is another queen size mattress in this one, but there's also a bunch of shelf space everywhere you look, definitely more than the last bedroom. The other key difference is if you step outside, you have your own private balcony with 2 chairs and a table. But that's it for the second floor. So now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for, it is finally time to check out the best room in the entire cabin. We're gonna climb up the ladder and go and check out the loft. Welcome to the absolutely jaw-dropping loft here at the Dunlap Hollow A-Frame. You have a super comfy king-size mattress sunk directly into the floor and windows all around you. You have this unique perspective from the drone. I mean, just look at the size of that triangle window. This is by far my favorite room in the entire cabin, not even just in this cabin, but out of 100 plus cabins I have toured so far on the channel, this room takes the cake. I mean, I just want to permanently move in and sleep here every single night. Not only does this loft just look incredibly stunning, but it's also quite functional. You have some storage space at the bottom of the bed. Also at the far end, you have this gate you can open and close in case someone decides to go sleepwalking at night. Last but not least, if I put these little tree stumps out, you can pop out some twin bunk beds from both walls, so you can sleep up to 4 people here in the loft. I'll now finish off this video with a quick bit on the Dunlap Hollow hiking trails, which are right outside of the cabin. You have just a bunch of cliffs and crevices and caves at every turn and corner for you to explore. There's also apparently some seasonal waterfalls in the area. There's supposed to be one right where I'm walking. Unfortunately, it wasn't active when I was there, but I still strongly encourage you to go for a hike during your stay. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you want to check out some more A-Frame tours, my A-Frame cabin playlist is linked in the video description, and I'll see you very soon for another Airbnb tour.